So you're looking to start or make a business successful. Either you've been wanting to do this for a long time, it's a dream of yours, you want to find something that gives you freedom, or maybe something that's scalable, something that can take you far beyond whatever it is that you're already doing for work. Or you've been trying to start a business and you're stuck. I know how that feels. Maybe you're up at night worrying about it. Maybe it's driving you crazy. Maybe you can't get it to be profitable no matter what you do. If you're thinking about starting a business, maybe it's intimidating. Maybe you don't know the process. Maybe you're worried that it won't work out for you. Maybe you're trying to figure out what pieces you should do and how to not fall into these traps while successfully navigating these traps. So let's look at why you would actually want to go and download and read the beginning of Entrepreneurship Solved and why you would want Entrepreneurship Solved. So the thing is, if you're trying to start a business and make it work, there's all these options out there, all these books. Why would we need another one? Well, they're always on these niche areas. Here's how to market. Here's how to grow something on Facebook. Here's how to grow something on Instagram. Here's how to manage your employees. Here's how to be more persuasive and sell better. There's never anything that fills in those gaps. So what happens is entrepreneurs go out, and they try to start a business, and then those gaps become the downfall. The fact that they're assembling all this information and that nobody taught them the pieces that fill that in and how to tie all that together becomes the downfall. On top of that, they're a hidden piece of information that all the successful businesses are doing that are not easy to see because they're using different tools. So then it becomes a luck game. Do you do this thing that not many people understand, or don't you? Just by luck. Think of starting a YouTube channel. Some YouTuber channels are started by YouTubers that do a thing kind of almost by accident or just because it was naturally a thing that they do, and others don't. So the ones that don't fail, the ones that do succeed, but maybe they don't know the difference. So that's separating the successes from the failures. Somebody needs to come in and say, both in depth and conceptually, this is what pulls together a great business. Now, maybe you're familiar with a book called Art of the Start by Guy Kiyosaki. So he did that, and it became a huge manual for anybody who wanted to start anything venture capital based, any big startup. Art of the Start is your thing because he went through and put that picture together. In a way, that's what this is with a twist. So as you've probably seen, if you've been to the webpage and read any of it, if you've seen any of my other videos, I had an over 7-figure business. Then I decided to change that business and start something even bigger, and it didn't work right away. In fact, it didn't work for 3 years. I was stuck. I almost went bankrupt. It was terrible. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning, and I didn't want to go to sleep in bed at night. I didn't want to go to sleep at the end of the night because what was I going to wake up to? It was terrible. I didn't know what was wrong, why I couldn't connect, why I couldn't break through. It was like this knot twisting in my stomach at all times. And the thing is, I love entrepreneurship as much or maybe more than anybody on the planet. I'm a student of the game. It's changed everything for me. It's giving me everything that I want in life. And I want that for you. But I don't want you to go through what I went through. And the thing is, when you really study it, there's this hidden thing going on. This one thing that separates almost all successful businesses, basically all successful businesses that don't sell a commodity like oil, from all others. And you need to do that one thing. Alright, so what I would be thinking if I were in your shoes is like, that all sounds kind of cool, but there's a lot of stuff like this, etc. Like, why would I actually take my time to engage with that? Well, first off, I went to Stanford. We don't tend to spend our time on things that aren't very impactful. You probably have never been duped by somebody that went to Stanford into something stupid. And in the off chance that I do happen to be correct, and this really could turn your life and your business around, and you didn't at least give it a shot and get the free part of the book, read it, and see what you think, that's a huge missed opportunity. That's the obvious argument. But the reality is, it's bringing you a lot of experience, and like I say, we're packaging it so that there's no gaps. You really do have to do this one thing, form scalable relationships with customers. And we're going to go through and show you how to do that, show you how successful businesses in all areas, from YouTubers to Whole Foods, do that. So the easiest thing to do is just dive in and start showing you some of the sections of the free section that you can get right now if you just tell us where to send it. Let's just start going through it so that you can see what's in it, so you can see the level of information, and you can be excited about reading that. Because at the end of the day, I want to form a relationship with you. I want to create a network of entrepreneurs. I want to bring us together. That's what I want. So we want to connect with you, and let's just show you what you're going to be getting and why you should be as excited about that as I am excited about bringing it to you. Why I'm so passionate about bringing you this information and creating something that's unlike anything else, that covers the whole picture with no gaps. Anytime it needs to go really deep, we'll show you that subject, and then we'll say, if you really, really want to go deep, like on traffic, bringing traffic to your site, read this book. Because I'm not saying that I know more about bringing traffic to your site than Russell Brunson, but here's the book for that. Here's how to bring traffic to your site. You want to go deeper? Here's the book for that. What I can go the deepest of anybody in the world on, how to form scalable relationships with your customers. The one thing that's separating all these successful businesses from all these others. And then we'll fill in the rest of that picture and help you find any resources that you need. So let's start going through it. Let's actually just show you what's in the free section, what you can get right now, and why you should be so excited about it. Why this be so impactful for you.
Let's actually take a look inside the free section of the book and see what you're going to be getting. Why you should be so excited about this. So the first thing we do is talk about my story. How I came from a small background and then I started a 7-figure business and then I lost that, got completely stuck, almost went bankrupt numerous times, started from way less resources than you have, and then built that back, got out of that, figured out what was holding me back, and in the process what was holding almost all businesses back, and reached my dreams. After that, we're going to dive straight in. So we're going straight into why relationships are different in business. And we talk about that from a psychological point of view. We look at it historically in commerce throughout time, going back to farmers markets 10,000 years ago and things like that. And then we look at how that works in the real world, including how Whole Foods became such a massive business using this concept, how YouTubers on the complete opposite end of the spectrum make so much money with it. And you can imagine if a YouTuber can make a ton of money with it on one hand, an online entertainer and a store can make a lot of money on the other hand, that fills in pretty much the whole spectrum. And we're going to dive into that throughout the free section, throughout the book, and show you how to do it very specifically. And make sure also that you understand it all. So right here in the early section of the free part of the book that we'll send you right now, if you just tell us where to send it, we start going through how this actually works. So one of the first things I thought is that forming relationships with customers sounded difficult, like there must be an easier way. But when I actually dove in and learned about it rather than jumping to conclusions, I found that it isn't that difficult as long as you know what you're doing, which is what we're going through here. Now, I also found that all successful non-commodities businesses do this and all the struggling and failing ones don't, which means if you don't do it, you wind up spinning your wheels and spending far more time, money, and effort trying to do other things that seem easier than just doing it the right way. So this is going to save you a lot of time and effort and make you a lot of money. This is one of my favorites. What happens if you need money now? Now, would you spend $100 if you knew that it was going to make you $2,000 this month? I hope that you would say yes to that because it's just sound logic. If you're an entrepreneur, you pretty much have to say yes to that. It just makes sense. Now, what if the free section of the book could make you $2,000 this month? What if you could keep doing that every month? That's what this section is about. What if you need money right now in order to start a business? What are your options? What can you do in your local area? What can you do from home to make money that isn't a gimmick? So there's all these gimmicks out there, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. These are real things with real markets that I've tested that they work. Really cool subject we go into, and it was a big hang up of mine. Having gone to Stanford University, being friends with the founder of Instagram and a lot of other big companies, I had this big block where I wouldn't listen to people if their name wasn't Elon Musk or Richard Branson. I wouldn't take advice from anybody else. And then I talk about here how I found some incredible advice from people like Jeff Walker, who you've probably never heard of, but are serious business experts making a lot of money with a lot of experience, and how that is really what broke me through. So this is about who to listen to, how do you know that they're an expert, and getting past that block so that you can get the right information. All that and a million more topics in the free section of the book. You can see that's like half of a page. So each page would probably be 2 pages on a bookstore book. And you get over 75 pages. And here's another great section, how to get started. So from scratch, what's the first thing that you do? We're going to go over pretty much everything that you need to go out and make millions right here in the free section. And then as you continue, we're going to dive deeper into those and help you really execute those. But I guarantee there's going to be millionaires made just off the free section of the book. So if you're not reading this, if you don't get this, you're crazy. I don't know what to say.
So what do you think would happen to your business if you had a way to send people to something, a process, material, whatever, and create relationships with them? You could take traffic from wherever, send it to there, and you'll get a relationship with that customer. They'll either feel like they have a relationship with you or with your brand. Maybe they'll feel like a fan. Maybe they'll want to know what's new with you. Maybe they'll come across a situation and they'll say, I wonder what that person would do here. I want to hear from them on that thing. They feel like they trust you. They know a lot about you. How is that going to change your business rather than going, here, this thing, it's great, buy it. How does that change things? What if you can send 1,000 people to it and create 1,000 relationships? 10,000, 1,000,000. What happens if you have 1,000,000 people that feel like fans, feel like they have a relationship with you? How does that change your business? And that's the thing, guys. That's why we spent years on this and why I'm so excited to finally bring it to you, because that changes everything. That changes everything. McDonald's, people feel like they have a relationship with it. Love it or hate it. Nike, Michael Jordan, the New York Mets, people feel like they have a relationship with these successful businesses, and there's a process and there's a way to do that, and it changes everything. Imagine if you could do that for your business rather than just trying to convince people of a thing. And the thing is, guys, we're going to dive into that and any questions that you might have on starting a business and scaling it along other factors right away. All you have to do is tell us where to send it. And I love entrepreneurship so much, you can ask me questions. You're going through something, ask me a question, and if I have time, I'll respond. I respond to all kinds of people all the time. Why? Just because I love entrepreneurship so much. I just love it. But get involved. We're doing this to form a relationship with you. I have a startup. We have venture capital. That's a completely different thing. That's how I make my money. This is to form relationships. We want to create a network. We want to create a cool club, whatever you want to call it, of entrepreneurs. We want to create an us. We want there to be an us. We want to bring people together. We want them to succeed. That's why we're doing this. So get involved. Just tell us where to send it. Get started. Ask us any questions you have. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm so excited we finally get to bring this to you. I'm so excited we finally get to create something that explains why businesses succeed and fail and show you how to succeed rather